to play a game.
Okay, so we've got one afterlife left here, and we're going to go up to the roof, I believe, at this point. And we'll open up the roof area. So I'm heading through here. And to the left here where Electric Cherry is, you can go down here to get up to the roof. This is one way, or you can open up a door down in the cafeteria as well. Now, while we're up here, I'm actually going to grab this part for the Acid Gat Kit. And this is located either there on that desk where we saw it, or in these locations that I'm pointing out to you now, in this area of the infirmary, this particular piece, which is really easy to spot because it's bright green. I guess it's the vial of acid. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find the other parts for this Acid Gat Kit and get that built. And there are two other parts. I'm going to show you where one location is here. So they're random, they spawn randomly each time. And this next part looks like a briefcase basically. Okay, so I've just gone past without dropping down to where the other location is. You can also get it just here, guys, as well sometimes. And I got a little bit confused. Lost my bearings. I was looking for it back here, but it's actually going to be back near the entrance to the showers area. So I'm kind of a little bit confused with where I am at the moment in this playthrough. That's why I'm looking around. But in the Warden's office is one of the other pieces here for the Acid Gat Kit. We're going to pick that up right there. You can also find it here in this corner and around here near the fireplace in his office here as well. So I've just got the one last piece to get the Acid Gat Kit. Now, we've just gone past that electrified door, and we're going to open that up a little bit later. I'll show you how to do that, and that's one of the locations for the plane parts. It's actually the engines for the plane, but we'll come back to the plane a little bit later. And finally, I realize it's down here that I'm looking for, and we have all the parts for the Acid Gat Kit. What this is, guys, is basically a special kit that you can build that will add an acid mod to the new Wonder Gun or Wonder Weapon. I missed my jump there. Failage. It adds an acid mod to the Wonder Gun, which is the Gat, which is like the Blunder Gat, I should say, which is like a cross between a Gatling gun, which was like a kind of a minigun that was built in this era that the map is set in, and a blunderbuss. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to build it here personally, because once you've upgraded the gun, you rarely need to come back to it. And this spot's as good as any because you head up through here a lot, going to the roof to catch the plane. The next thing that I'm going to do is find some more parts for the plane. But I've only got one afterlife, so I'm not going to be able to get all of the parts at this point. So yeah, it really does help to make it easier on yourself to keep as the last zombie. Now, with Black Ops 2 zombies, that zombie, if he's injured even a little bit, and you move to a different zone in the map from where he is, and we'll open up to the cafeteria here, he will die completely, not respawn, unlike Black Ops 1. So I'll get claymores as well here. So it's important that you do make sure that if you're going to keep a zombie, he is completely unharmed. Now, okay, we're just about ready to head into the next round or two, just to build up a few more points for what we need to do. And mainly we need another afterlife. So we've only got one afterlife left at this point. And I thought that I would come back and try and hit the mystery box. Like if I'd knifed the zombie, I would have had enough to hit it one time. But unfortunately, the zombie did decide to die on me. So I guess he was a little bit damaged. And I thought that double points might still have been there, but it's not. It's used. So we can't use that for a points boost. There's one usage of the Hell's Retriever Tomahawk, guys. It is a one-hit kill in these early rounds, and basically has a little bit of a recharge time until you can use it again. The other thing with it is it will do more damage, and I believe go further if you do hold down the trigger longer. It kind of builds up power, and then you release it. So that's a pretty cool function. But it has a number of other things that it can do for you as well, such as retrieve drops from a distance. So if you see a drop across the room on the other side of a horde of zombies, you can throw your Hell's Retriever, and it will grab the perk for you. Ooh, got very close to getting down right there, but we managed to escape. A little bit of ducking and weaving. Okay, so keeping the last zombie again here at round 6, and now I have 2 afterlives. So we're going to go down and get some parts for the plane. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to build the zombie shield. Okay, so coming down through the Citadel tunnels here, we'll open this door down the stairs. So yeah, we're heading down through here, opening up this area. This will lead us down to the docks. It's an alternative way to get to the docks area without spending 750 on the gondola. And there's another door here we need to open. I was hoping it'd open this one automatically, but it didn't, so we have to pay for that one eventually, which is 1500 points. And there's a part here for the zombie shield, but we're going to leave that there for the time being. This area here, if you have got the gate up here closed, is actually a really good early camping spot, because you can fall back into that area, and even if you've got just medium powerful guns like I've got, you get double points there, which is really good. You can hold out here for quite a while pretty easily, because you can see the zombies coming a mile off and they don't come from behind you if you've got that gate shut. Now the Hell's Retriever does stop killing zombies in the higher rounds, obviously, but in these really early rounds it's pretty awesome. Like it flies around like a boomerang kind of thing. And we get a nuke there. Don't really want to get that though, because it's just going to probably end the round and not give me enough points from killing these zombies. So I think they're the last couple of zombies. What I'm going to do is head through here and open this. So we're completely opened up all the way through down to the docks now. There's a really cool gun there as well, the Tommy gun up there on the wall. And yeah, so just having a look down here, I'm going to show you the locations for the trolley. There's one here.
This looks like it should fit with something.
It can spawn here as well, and it can spawn around here. This is used to make the zombie shield. Okay, we're going to come back through here, and it can spawn here, here, or back here. But in this case, we saw it earlier. This is down here. I think that's like the handle or something like that for the zombie shield. And there's one final part we need, which is the grate. And I spent a bit of time looking for this, but I'm going to show you basically where it can spawn. It can spawn just here in one of these, the corners on the spiral stairs, like that. It can also spawn up here where I'm heading now, down at the end of this room here in the corner. But in this case, it didn't spawn in any of those locations. I'm just going to fast forward to the part where it did spawn, guys, and pick it up. Yeah, so for some reason, I'd never found it in this spot before myself. It had always been in one of the other spots, so I didn't even think to look here, but it's basically right down the bottom of the stairs in this area where the elevator is, where you pick up the part for the plane down through this alleyway here. It spawns back here, just near the entrance that I'm pointing at there. So I'm going to pick that up. It's like a grill from the windows or something like that. And we're going to build that. Where I like to build this is in the cafeteria, because you do a lot of training in there when you're on Alcatraz Island in this map. We're also going to come back and open that up with the Wardens Key. And those numbers are important for actually what you need to do to get the part for the plane that's up here. I have got 3 afterlives, so we're going to be able to do this. And that is where you need to down yourself. You need to do this fairly quickly so you've got enough time to get back to your body and revive yourself, or you can die. So just watch for these numbers on the left. 7, 4 and 9 in this case, but they are random numbers. They will change each time. What you need to do is zap these dials to get the correct numbers. That will then drop the elevator down and start a timer. I think the timer's about 50 seconds or something like that. So you've got plenty of time once you've revived yourself to get down there and get the part for the plane. While I'm in Afterlife, I'm just going to race up here. I'm cutting it a little bit fine, but we're going to activate the double points perk machine as well. I like to get the most out of my Afterlives. Right. Okay, so we're going to head back down now, and the part will be available, but if the timer runs out before you pick up this part, it will be locked out again, and you need to repeat the process. So you can see we've got 27 seconds left there. And you come back around here to where we picked up the part for the zombie shield. This is very, very tight here, so you do want to kind of do this at the end of the round when you've only got 1 zombie left, if at all possible. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is in this area here. Now, you might remember the warden's office was electrified, the door to that area where the part was. So we need to actually zap these panels here, and what that will do is shut off the electricity to that door so that you can safely open that with the warden's key and get the part out of it. Okay, so that is going to be, I think, the last part that we need to collect up in the warden's office. And we're also going to need to build the zombie shield on the buildable table in the cafeteria. And we want to get the plane built as early as possible and fly off Alcatraz because that is necessary for a little Easter egg we're going to do to get the best melee weapon in zombies ever. This thing is crazy. A lot of you guys probably heard of it, but I'm going to show you how to get that and how to get it quite early as well. But there's also another secret weapon we're going to unlock by doing that you'll see shortly. Okay, so heading back here to the warden's office, we're going to open that door that we saw before. It's no longer electrified because we've shut off those panels, and we'll pick up the engines for the plane. And those are all 5 parts for the plane, guys. So I'm going to hit the box here and hopefully get a good gun. I want to get, in this particular game, I want to try and get, what did we get here, the DSR. This is actually a pretty good gun, but I don't like snipers and zombies myself. I'm going to try and get the Blundergat, the new weapon in this map, prior to doing the Easter egg, because that will actually give us a free Blundergat, and you can actually get 2 Blundergats if you already have one, which is awesome and overpowered, which is what I like. Okay, so we basically have enough parts for the plane, and I'm just thinking here that I probably need some more ammo if I'm going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge. Although we'll probably just go there and come back in the one round anyway.
All this stuff up to the roof.
And I do have enough to get electric cherry, so that's pretty awesome. This is a really good perk, guys. If you don't know what it does, it basically, every time that you reload your gun, it electrifies any zombies nearby. So it doesn't actually do too much damage to them, but, and I don't quite have enough to get ammo here for the Uzi, so I'm going to find some windows to board up so I can get some more ammo before I head off on the plane. Yeah, but it doesn't do the zombies too much damage, the electric tree effect, but what it does do is kind of stun the zombies, and they obviously can't hit you if they're stunned. And if you are like trapped in a corner or something, guys, it is amazing for getting you out of trouble in those situations if you've got a decent gun as well. So like the the wonder weapon or something like that. The other thing that electric cherry does is if you do go into the afterlife, whether due to getting slapped by zombies or just the regular way, it will do a ton of damage then to the zombies, enough to kill basically a whole horde if they're around you. Okay, so I have got enough now. I needed 750 to get some ammo for this mini Uzi, and I'm not sure if there's enough room to squeeze past that zombie, so I'm going to just let him come at me down here, and then I can get around him, and we're going to head up to the roof area. I've got one afterlife left, and I'm going to need that to actually open up the roof. I decided to head back this way, actually. It's kind of easy to get lost in this map early on. We haven't actually built the zombie shield left yet. I should have done that, and I realized at this point that I hadn't done it. It's good to have that on the bridge, but we won't worry about it. We'll build a little bit later. Now, what we need to do is actually open up the door to the roof. You can only open up that in the afterlife, and we're also going to use the opportunity to open up Deadshot Daiquiri perk machine just there. Deadshot Daiquiri has never been one of my favourite perks, and in a close quarters map like this, I can't really see a lot of point to getting it, but I guess it would be better if there wasn't double tap already in the map. So I just ran the zombie a little bit back away from me, because otherwise he would have died from the electric tree effect there, if you're wondering why I did it that way. Now up through here is the portal you have to go through. Now you need to hover your way up, and then you'll mantle up onto the ceiling, power that to open the door, and then we're going to power the Deadshot Daiquiri machine and reanimate our body. Head straight up to the roof here. Now you build the plane on the start of this runway here, just here, and we have all the parts already. You can add them one at a time if you want to. In multiplayer, each player has to pick a piece up separately and place it. You can't carry them all at once in multiplayer. And yeah, we're escaping Alcatraz. You will get an achievement for this if you haven't done it already, which is pretty cool. And basically, yeah, as you can see, you fly off into the storm. Now, unfortunately, things don't go too well for the escape plan, because we do crash into the Golden Gate Bridge. But this is where Pack-a-Punch is located, and you will be able to exit this area once the electric chairs spawn in over there under that sign. No one escapes alive. But there is basically a certain period of time you have to wait until that happens. So it gives you enough time to Pack-a-Punch if you want to do that, and then get back to Alcatraz.
Mr. Monkey just wanted to play!